Oh yeah, even the Edith here for Open, and we might see those flickers being forced to be used as early as possible because it's a Kaja Edith type of thing, you know. So this time around, the early pokes for both at the XP lane.
Yeah, the typical XP clear with the support, either the support or the roam. This time around, the roams are going to be sitting in mid, getting their level 2s, just, you know, allowing both sides to be able to get more access towards their skills. And now they're contesting jungle away from Carl Teasy.
Okay, we could see JP and the other players actually poking to take that little Wanderer, but a few will secure that one. And yeah, another trivia for us.
Yeah, if you calculate all of the total time that Few has played in-game, he would trump Carl Teasy by about 26 minutes, 27 minutes, right? So they've both been here since Season 1, fam. Well, Carl Teasy Season 2.
Oh, yeah. Few's the only person, the only player since Season 1.
That's really interesting because they're 1 season apart. Like,
But
Few is
the
older than Carl
playtime.
Teasy, but their playtime is only 26 minutes.
Oh.
The difference there. And you know what? It's interesting to note that Carl Teasy used to look up to Few.
Yeah.
He became his teammates, now they're enemies.
He put the kids in idol ng mga kids.
Yeah.
Oh, he's part of the kid category
I
before.
love the case.
Okay. But yeah, this time around, it's going to be a slow start for both of our teams. I mean, the respect for both, but Adam in the lane, early pokes. And look at Sanford just punching.
Oh,
wow. Same goes with Laptizia, free hit for him.
Yep. And now it's a turtle dance. 2 minutes in. Here comes Echo.
Okay, who's going to get the turtle?
Orban!
Wild Charge has been used by Kyle Teasy already, but Kyle Teasy will secure that one with the power of nature. Echo comes in for the kill. First blood by the hands of a JP, but the team fight is not done yet. That's Laptizia will take a kill against Echo.
Oh, 40. Run, 40. Run. Few still has a full health bar, and that's a 1-for-1. Sanji for Ogwin, but AP Bren got the turtle.
Yeah, they got a trade. I mean, they got the pokes onto Ogwin, but they didn't zone out the Grok and the Trizzle. It's very hard to do that. And combine the penalty zone and the wild charge, it's hard to contest the turtle for Carl Teasy, and Carl Teasy gets the retribution in while Carl Teasy was airborne.
Actually, I thought that the wild charge from Kyle Teasy was a bit too early, but it's a different type of Grok securing an objective strategy for them. So no one is willing to back down for every team fight. That's just what I want to say.
Yeah, and it's that sequence that made me say the assumption, right? That AP Bren has to go fast because at this point in the game, especially when they all hit level 4, they have all the CC in the world. Super Marco.
That was close. Super Marco is still alive, but we have 4 players of Echo right here. But a nice checking on the bush by Kyle Teasy on that barrier.
Wow, AP Bren looking at the pressure already on bottom lane. Again, they have the Grok. They are able to play this type of game wherein they just control and zone people around, especially just to amplify the presence of the Irithel on the gold lane. First macro move of AP Bren.
For this game, all I gotta say that there's no team fight or heavy team fight, but this is breathtaking because every step that you will do, it's gonna be crucial for the next happening on this match. So another movement from both teams, probably the top lane because this is where the turtle will spawn. So we have Carl Teasy and Flap Teasy, the original Teasy brothers, by the way, at the top lane.
One
the
charge!
charge to secure that one. Still alive with Carl Teasy. Nope, not this time. Gonna be killed by the players of AP Bren, but Sanji comes in for the drop waves. Oh wow! And the team fight is not done yet. Look at Sanji and Few just poking each other, but the turtle will probably go and no contest. But Echo, by the way, with retribution, Kyle Teasy will secure this one.
Something tells me 40's done this in ranked games. Something tells me 40's tried to steal turtles via the Paquito combo.
He was positioning himself to kind of like contest the turtle away from AP Bren, but that was a masterful turtle engage against Echo, seeing Carl Teasy step outside of his position, outside the box of Echo, immediately Guardian's Barrier, penalty zone into Wild Charge. And AP Bren knew perfectly well that, hey, the GOAT is outside of his box.
Yep, sequence on sequence now, 2 turtles back to back. AP Bren have trumped Echo. Despite sitting at 2-2 and the gold lead being close to 0 here this time around, bouncing between 100, 200, back and forth, I think it's just about a matter of time before we see who actually wins the mid game. Because we're about to leave! The leave!
goes the ISO.
Okay.
There goes the ISO.
So that's the plan of Echo, to surprise Super Marco at the bottom lane. But by the way, Apbr is doing something at the middle lane. It's going to be the turret as the target, and successfully they will destroy that one. An early middle lane destruction by Apbr.
They traded Marco for that turret.
I mean, as much as that was good for Apbr, they are losing out on that momentum whenever Super Marco dies in mid-game. So they really need to be careful with that. And Echo, they are just utilizing the isolated plays that they have with penalty zone.
Speaking of isolated plays, Flap TC will isolate the players, but there's going to be a concealed play. Card TC will take in all of the damage of Apbr as Sanford's going to be here to secure that kill. 40 with those knockout punches. Kyle TC is still alive though, and here comes the damage from Ogan doing the free hit, and Echo is forced to run away, to back away, and the only casualty for that one is you.
Oh, Gwen!
Oh, wait, they're not done. All right.
Okay.
Woo. All right, this is what we were talking about. How it's not worth it to trade a turret for Marco is because Marco there was left lacking.
Yep. And again, Sanford with the knockout strike on the backside of Thang's view. He had the Divine Judgment, but he was not able to use it because he was burst down by the Paquito going on the backline.
No one will back away on this one. Guardian's Barry has been used by Kyle TZ. Players of Echo ready. Same goes with Apbr, who's gonna take this turtle. One charge has been used just to zone out the players.
That's right.
And all three turtles will go to the Apbr side.
That's what I was gonna say. It's worth it. I mean, they still got all three turtles 100%. Even if no one was home for that wild charge, Apbr got what they wanted.
That's how you know, right?
That's how you know. 100%.
They know their objectives. The wild charge, the zone, very masterful usage of the skills and the spells. Apbr, again, they are masters of the macro gameplay, but Echo at the moment, they have a lot of ways to engage into the Irisol. The pickoffs are there, the Petrify from Sanji, the Flicker Divine Judgment, and do keep in mind that they are playing to scale. They have the carry on Benny Cutie.
We saw Kara play earlier, and it's as if the goal lead is just juggling between Echo and Apbr, so it's an even ball game.
That's right, and we haven't even seen Benny Cutie be actively a part of these team fights. Yep. The last one in mid, that was just but a taste. That was mostly 40.
This is still hard for Apbr because you know what's happening on the map right now. This is what I call the pendulum. Like both teams are just swinging back and forth from mid to top to mid to bot. But the problem is Apbr, they need to group up as 5 while Echo is allowed to sort of like split. But Apbr, they're now looking for
Okay, at the bottom lane, here goes the penalty zone by Flap TC. A lot of damage coming in from Apbr as the turret is going to be destroyed, and JP as well is the casualty, while Benny Cutie is up there just going to be in way farming. It's a late game here, but the zone is continuous here for Apbr, and Carl TC is here as well for Echo, trying to defend the second tier turret, but not enough. But no Basanji with a Divine Judgment from Few. What a nice kill by Super Marco. And what? Super Marco still alive? Wait, what? What is happening this time?
Carl jumped right through the wall, and now the fight continues. Flap TC finds one. Oh, they disengage.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt Echo. I mean, Apbr, as much as Echo was trading to look for farm on Benny Cutie, Apbr just took too much. Tower and bottom lane, almost getting 2 towers by the way. And important heroes died in that engage, and they weren't even able to take down the Irithel.
Robert, we talked about how Kadira's ult got nerfed. That's where I felt it, 100%. I felt it.
Exactly.
Sanji didn't heal enough.
Oh my goodness.
Sanji
Apbr
left the rough waves. He was at a third of his health still.
Yup.
Usually it's full.
Yup, and it's something that Echo has seen on that last team fight. Another team fight, by the way, and we can see Car TZ and Kyle TZ. The TZs are here at the Lord Pit. Take note of the position of Sanji and JP. Owen is here as well to get a vision of what's happening inside this one. Car TZ is going to be zoned out. The conceal has been used. And another penalty zone by Flap TZ back to the lane. Owen will secure this scored. Sanji will use that drop waves. One charge is here as well. The knockups as well is here as Benny Cutie will secure a kill against Flap TC.
Oh, that was disastrous on the backswing for Apbr, but again, much like the story of this whole 10-minute game so far, they got what they wanted.
Yeah, they got Lord. Apbr were focused on taking down the Lord, but JP, when he flickered in, although it was unfortunate because he got knocked up by the Lord and he was not able to move with the Divine Judgment, it gave enough of attention for Apbr to deal with. The Echo was just able to land their spells onto the backside. Super Marco died in that team fight.
I kind of feel like for this game, it's as if regardless of whatever, if the other team got the Lord, it's okay.
Oh,
as long as
the
you have
damage.
those punches and open in an instant out of the map, out of the game. And for AP Bren, there's another casualty, I think, for them. Flappies for the counter. Penalty zone, but not enough for them. Benedict is gonna be down. The storm is down.
Marco,
As well,
Marco.
Super Marco. It is his time, but still alive with a Purify. But Super Marco is down by the hands of Sanford.
Oh, 3 for 3. It's scrappy and they're still going. Fury and Baptiste, they want their old teammate in Carl.
It's a 2 versus 2, by the way. Blessed Lord, of course, for AP Bren. And Carl is here, just taking all the damage from Flapteasy. Former brothers under a Bren banner. Well, the Lord is
Flap.
here. Okay, that's
Flap.
a lot. That's a lot for
Oh.
him. But Sanji swims and backs away.
Oh, they're still going.
It's a lot done though. Okay,
All right, we're
Lord
done.
defended. No casualty after the 3 casualties.
Look at how damn close this game is. 20 gold lead.
20 gold lead. Under 12 minutes. Lord pushed all the way down bottom. Daddy JP is the first
Oh,
player
wow.
this season to reach 100 assists. Thank you, Daddy JP.
All right, we're seeing the late game preview for Echo. The damage is there coming out from Benecutie. It's just unfortunate for AP Bren that Kyle Deasy died before he used the wild charge, so the carry lived all throughout that. Even though Super Marco was able to take him out, the Irithel was in a bad position and he was knocked out by Sanford and the Paquito.
Okay, so the map is calmed as of the moment.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like for the next team fight, it will be on the turtle fight. The Lord fight rather. If not, if there's gonna be a divine judgment from JP.
Yeah, that's a scary thing, right? Like, if you look at late game, AP Bren, the only way you win fights is if you have perfect initiation with these set of heroes, but you also have to chase the Paquito while Echo. They have a lot of tools in their arsenal. JP!
Okay, you can see JP right now using a flicker. Here comes the divine judgment. Is there gonna be a
Whoa.
counter play? Penalty zone has been used as Sanji will secure a kill against
Oh,
Kyle
one.
and Sanford as well. Benecutie is gonna be the target here for AP Bren. And this time around, a kill for both teams. The 3 casualties for AP Bren as Flapteasy is the only player left. Same goes with View. Sanford is here as well with those knockout punches, and View is not able to survive by the hands of Carla Teasy. Another one, but nope, Flapteasy is a sustainable
They go Lord.
hero. They go Lord.
This is way too expensive for AP Bren, man. They spend way too many resources to just get Benny.
Dude, talk about backlines. Although Ogwin played perfectly there, like using his ultimate and to make sure that he is on the carry, on top of the carry. But Echo, the damage is also present on their backline. Like the Paquito going in front of the Irithel, it's enough to actually take out the goal laner of AP Bren. So in terms of actual usage and availability when it comes to spells and resources, Echo just has more uptime on their heroes.
Speaking of uptime, again, yet another Lord that is to be contested by 2 junglers. For both AP Bren and Echo, JP has the divine judgment. For Few, okay, there's no IMU, but a conceal. Conceal for both junglers, or for both the boss fights, by the way, and okay, will use
reset.
that charge of the Petrify for Sanji. Few's gonna be the target, successfully killed by
Oh.
Sanji here. Penalty zone again for Flapteasy, but
Sanford!
is just on the eyes, but Super Marco with a counter kill against them, and a Benecutie as well. A TP out for Super Marco, and what's happening right now, Sanford's down, Few and Ogun as well for AP Bren.
It's just too easy for Echo to actually answer back. Even
Yeah.
if AP Bren finds the perfect wild charge, the perfect penalty zone, Daddy JP's DJ is more than enough. Here comes another one.
Ooh, it's not done yet as Flapteasy is gonna be down, so we only have 2 players left for AP Bren. That is the jungler Kyle Teasy and Super Marco, and there's the reset.
I mean,
Yeah.
good news, bad news is good news, it got reset. Bad news is it's a 2v5.
Yeah, and again, you're losing out on more than what you are gaining. Echo is just constantly getting kills here. They're willing to reset the Lord again. This is a position wherein you want to fight. The Sanford getting access in the backline makes it sure that the Irithel cannot join the team fight here for AP Bren, effectively making things awkward for AP Bren's frontliners because they have to deal with the carry.
Oh, now they just gave up the ghost here, and they concede the Lord over to Echo. 3.4k ahead here, 15 minutes in. What's the goal difference? Wow, 1,000 to change between Marco and Benny.
Yeah. This is really hard for Supermarket to play into because he's not up against Echo. He's actually up against Sanford
Yup.
with the Paquito on the back line. Well, AP Bren, as I said earlier, they cannot stand the frontline defense because you are up against a carry, you're up against a Kadita, and you are up against Carteezy. The Brethren is going to be able to provide a lot of control for the carry to work with, and that space, those small windows, if you give it to carry, he'll just shred through those HPs.
You know what? For AP Bren, there has to be someone that baits the divine judgment from JP, even the rough waves from Sanji, because
But he has to die.
yeah, because Super Marco's really having a hard time. But here comes the Lord
Kyle?
out of bottom lane. We saw that gorgeous barrier plus the one.
Oh!
But here comes the rough waves again. JP's down, but Sanford again just punching the back lines of AP Bren. And slowly, it is hard for AP Bren to defend their base
That's
as
it.
the Lord is here. A
That's
tower
it.
lock, a base lock as Echo will secure game number 1.
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor,